Why credit scores matter. A real story from the Madras High Court. Imagine this: you work hard, build your career in banking, apply for a coveted role at the State Bank of India, a circle based officer position. You prepare, you crack the written exam, you clear the interview, and just when you think you are in, your appointment letter gets cancelled. Why? Because of a 3-digit number, your credit score. This is exactly what happened to Parthiban, whose story recently reached the halls of the Madras High Court. Let's break it down. The Chapter 1, The Rise and the Fall. P. Parthiban, a former deputy manager at ICIBIL Bank, applied for a circle-based officer post at SBI, a highly respected role in the public banking sector. He sailed through the rigorous recruitment process, written test cleared, interview cracked, but then SBI did a mandatory credit score check and the red flags popped up. His report showed a long history of loan defaults. Back in 2018, while working at ICICI Bank, Parthiban had taken 3 personal loans ranging from Rs 90,000 to 1.5 lakh. He was irregular in repaying them. Then in 2019, he defaulted on credit card payments, causing a loss of Rs 40,000 to HDFC. Chapter 2, The Legal Battle. When SBI's Human Resource Department discovered this, they cancelled his appointment. Parthiban took the matter to court, filing a writ petition against the decision. His argument? He claimed he had cleared all dues before applying, so his past credit issues shouldn't matter anymore. But the Madras High Court thought otherwise. Justice Mala, who presided over the case, made a powerful observation. A person with poor or no financial discipline cannot be trusted with public money. The judge pointed out that the recruitment notification was crystal clear. Candidates with a record of default in repayment of loans or credit card dues or those with adverse credit reports are not eligible for appointment. And Parthiban had accepted these terms when he applied without raising any objections at this time. His petition was dismissed. His dream job gone. All because his credit report spoke louder than his resume. Chapter 3. The larger lesson. This case is more than just a legal footnote. It's a wake-up call for all of us. Whether you're applying for a bank's job, applying for a housing loan, or even trying to get that dream credit card, your credit score is silently doing the talking before you ever get a chance to. It's not just about whether you paid your dues eventually. It's about how responsibly you handle your money consistently. Because institutions, especially those dealing with public funds, are looking for trust. And trust isn't built overnight, it's built transaction by transaction, EMI by EMI. Chapter 4. But what if you have made mistakes? If this story made you feel nervous about your own credit report, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not helpless. That's where Kenstone comes in. We specialize in helping individuals rebuild and repair their credit profiles ethically and effectively. Whether you have defaulted in the past, have been misreported, or simply want to improve your credit score for future loans or job opportunities, Kenstone offers personalized credit consultations, error rectification with credit bureaus, negotiation support with lenders, strategies to improve your credit score step by step. Let me share a small case study. First case study is about how we took Anuj's credit score from 670 to 716. Now Anuj Singhal, a young professional who approached Kenstone Capital after facing repeated credit card rejections. His credit score was 670, close to the good zone, but not good enough for approval from major banks. Now, a credit score doesn't drop overnight. It's the result of unresolved accounts, miscommunication with lenders, or outdated remarks that stay on your record for years. Anuj's case had all of that. Here's the detailed diagnosis. We pulled his credit report and found 2 key red flags. Number 1, Anuj had a credit card and the status by the bank for the same was mentioned as overdue and written off in his credit report. Now this means the outstanding wasn't just unpaid, it was written off as loss by the bank. Now this is a good enough reason for credit bureaus to mark Anuj as a cautious borrower in their records. The second issue was regarding his consumer loan from an NBFC. The status here was passed off as settled for this loan in his credit report. Now settlement usually means the borrower paid less than the full amount due. This is better than defaulting, but still negative. These 2 remarks were acting as roadblocks in his credit journey. Even if he was ready to pay, the system wasn't ready to forgive just yet. Now in the next step, I'll talk about how Kenstone took step-by-step actions to resolve this. The step 1, report analysis and bank coordination. We first got in touch with the bank to confirm the foreclosure amount, the exact amount required to fully close the overdue credit card account. At the same time, we opened communication lines with the NBFC asking for documentation and clarification on the settled remark and understanding if it could be corrected. Step 2, resolution via payment and dispute process. Anuj cleared the full loan closure amount for Axis Bank's credit card. Once the payment reflected, we filed a structured dispute with credit bureaus to remove the written off tag and mark the account as closed. For NBFC, we submitted additional documentation and formally requested the correction of the settled status to close or fully paid based on the revised terms. Step 3, close monitoring of credit bureau updates. Over the next few weeks, we tracked Anuj's credit profile closely. Once the changes were accepted and reflected in the credit bureau, we verified the status updates and ensured both negative flags were removed. Now let's discuss the final outcome. Real measurable improvement. The results were clear and fast. The credit score increased from 670 to 716, putting them in the good enough category. All negative flags removed, no more written off or settled status to drag him down. Credit card eligibility restored within weeks. Within weeks, Anuj became eligible for new credit cards and personal loans. Offers he hadn't seen in over 2 years. This wasn't just about improving a number, it was about restoring confidence, unlocking financial independence, and removing the stigma attached to poor credit history. Anuj now has a clean credit profile, a higher score, and the ability to move forward financially with proper guidance on how to maintain it. At Keystone Capital, we go beyond dispute filing. We become your advocate, your researcher, your problem solver. Whether it's a settlement issue or a ghost entry from a cancelled NBFC, we fight to restore your credit dignity. If you are suffering from such an issue, please feel free to reach out to our team. The link is in the description. I will see you in the next video because your past doesn't have to define your future if you take control now. Thank you so much for watching this. This is Nikhil Shetty signing off.